Nicolette Merle-Smith here with my mother Rosemarie Merle-Smith's homebred Hermione M-S by Concerto Grosso out of our foundation Voltaire Mare, Isis Dew Desert. Our homebreds are born and raised on my parents' Sunnyview plantation in Central Virginia. My favorite part of breeding our own horses is I can work with them from day one, so Hermione has benefited greatly from all of the handling and groundwork. As a 2-year-old, we pulled her out of the field and hauled her up to Werdaka, where she nailed her future event horse class, acting like a horse show veteran the entire day. As a long 3-year-old, we took her to the German Verband mare inspection, where she remained calm, cool, and collected, and received a score of 51, making her champion. I would normally start my young horses at 3 years old, back them, teach them the correlation between voice commands and leg, and then trail ride them for a year, but Hermione kind of got put on the back burner. Concerto offspring are inherently easy to work with, and many of them are owned and ridden by amateurs, so I knew Hermione would be no different. All of our horses get the usual treatment: learning to stand in cross ties, grooming, trimming their feet, getting a bath, body clipping, mane pulling, etc. In January, Hermione came down to my farm in Ocala, Silver Trophy Stables, to get backed.
So here at Silver Trophy Stables, we have a pretty cool thing here called the European Walker or Euro Sizer. It's so beneficial, even if they're just on it for like 10 minutes a day. It just helps them relax and walk over their top lines. I like to have it at about 2.5, well, 2.5, 2 3/4, so that they're power walking basically. Here's Hermione. Hasn't quite figured it out just yet.
I actually learned the basics of my groundwork at an O'Connor clinic in 2009 and have incorporated it into my training ever since. I want them to respect the whip but not be afraid of it. I ask them to move their haunches over where my leg would be when I'm riding them. And in the same respect, I ask them to move their shoulders over. I make sure to do the same thing both directions so that the horse is evenly trained and understands the aids on both sides of their body. Hermione is a little sticky this direction, moving her shoulders over. I think it's because it's the offside from the side of the horse that we always lead from, so she's just a little sticky, but learns to understand exactly what it is that I'm asking. This issue has actually come up more than once, so I've started to lead my baby horses from what we would call the wrong side to cure that problem.
It's made by my friend Michael Gascon. He's a colt starter, met him on the Mongol Derby, and he designed this halter with all these extra knots, with an extra one on top. This is for control. And then all these ones down here are for reins, clipping your reins to. So you can literally ride them with this without putting a bit in their mouth just yet.
General rule, we like to start in a western saddle if we might have a fractious one, but I wasn't too concerned with her. I like to have a ground person with me in the round pen to have a hand on the horse at all times. Sometimes it's a competent student, sometimes it's my husband or mom. I haven't pushed this one, but I know she'll pick it up quickly and easily, so I'm not worried about getting her out now for her young event horse qualifying score for the fall.
Heavy machinery going on over here. Good girl. First time.
Next month, I'd like to get her going walk, trot, canter in the big arena, hack her down the road, and take her on field trips, maybe even a cross-country school.